Happy Friday, everyone. If you're in this hemisphere, I suppose for most of us, it's still Friday, right? How are you? Good to see everyone. Let's see. I see Maria and Annie Bear. Nice to see you. Lucy, good to see you. Lucy Luckich and Craig Dixon and Melody, who's in. She's already moved on to Saturday. If you're in Europe, you may be on Saturday as well. Hi, Margaret D. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Take off my glasses for a minute while I can. How is everyone doing this fine Friday night? I just got home from work. Oops. I see. When I start talking, I drop the cards. I just got home from my third to last week of summer camps. Let's see if I lost another one. Nope, just one. And so 2 down, 2 more to go, I should say. 6 down. Hi, Viviani. Good to see you. Hi, just visiting. Great to see everybody. How's everybody doing? I love seeing your names and faces here on Friday night. Hi, Mystic Road. Great to see you. Really good to see everyone. Yeah. Yep. So we just finished our let's see, 6th week of summer camps. Only 2 more to go. It was very, very busy. Nice week though. It kind of felt like we finally settled in, which is crazy because we're almost done now. It's sort of like that every summer. Like just as we start getting wound up, it's, and really kind of into the groove, then things start wrapping up. But that's okay. I spend half my life planning for this, and then it's like when you plan for a really big dinner party and you're planning it for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then boom, everybody eats in 20 minutes. That's kind of how it feels. So, all good. Hi, Dolly. Good to see everybody. Yeah, and this is our personal reading, so you can actually ask any question like current events or whatever you'd like to. Let's see. Let me see if I have a banner for you. I don't think I have the appropriate banner, but no, I don't have a banner for you. I can create one later. Anyway, guys, I'm so excited to be here and happy to answer whatever questions you have. I'm a little bit tired, so sometimes when I'm more tired, I may rely on the cards or the dowsing rods a little bit more than usual. Hi, Polly. Hi, Trisha. Okay, but I'd love to help you answer your questions. Ooh, I just heard some thunder. It looks like we have a storm coming through. So if I lose you, you know why. Usually our internet's pretty stable though, I think. We have our moments, like anybody. Okay, so I've started a few questions and I'll just wait for a few more people to pop in. What do we want to talk about? What should we chat about? Oh my goodness. I'm just killing time to wait for a few more folks to come on in. I got your question, Margaret and Viviani. Oops. There we go. And I got your question already, Maria. Thank you. I have just a few questions starred. I have Maria, Craig, Melody, Margaret, and Viviani. So I may get started. Oh, you want to ask about venous insufficiency, Lucy? I have my thoughts on that. If anybody hasn't read Donald Trump's puffy ankles, they're saying is due to venous insufficiency, which I wouldn't be surprised of. But I actually, right out of the gate, thought congestive heart failure when I saw that. And then I saw Linda G say it too. So, there you go. Annie Bear, I got your question about the EP files, the EPS files. Trisha, I got your question. Polly, got you. Just kidding, says Lucy. Well, too late. And will Ghislaine expose them all? I've wondered that too. Let's look at that. I want to look at that question. All right. Okay. Hi, Chanley. Good to see you. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start with our first question from. Oh, sorry. You were not our first question. I apologize. I didn't mean to click on you so soon, Melody. Okay. I've got Maria first. You asked 2 questions, so this was the first part of that. And I'm going to go ahead and I think I want to ask the dowsing rods this because we've been through this question a few times, and I want to make sure I'm getting it right. So I'm going to depend on the dowsing rods. If I've answered it one way before, it's probably not going to change, but who knows? Okay. Just visiting. Let's see. Okay. All right. Got your question and got you, Chanley. And sorry, people are starting to come in now. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with Maria. Amethyst Celandine. And I'm very sorry. I'm sorry. I see that you're very sad and depressed right now. So let's all send our love and healing to Maria Amethyst Celandine. I'm going to just, first of all, I'm going to say that after you get over his departure, I feel like eventually you're going to realize it's for the better. It's a good thing, because I feel like there's something about him that doesn't respect you and your feelings. And, I feel like the two of you kind of trigger each other. I don't know specifically what I'm saying, Maria, but I'm just saying what feelings I get when I tune into your relationship. It does not feel healthy, particularly for you. So, while you're feeling really sad, and it's understandable, and we're sending you our prayers, I think it might be for the better. I do think that he may try to come back a time or two, but I hope that you will start to. I think you should consider standing your ground with him a little bit, because I don't know that he treats you very well. I don't think he's the best, has your best and highest good at heart. Uh-oh, something just fell. What was that? Sorry about that. Things are falling off my desk. Oh, okay. Anyway. So blessings to you. I think there's a chance, but I would consider long and hard before I let him come back. I think you need to take it slow with him. Yeah. Oh, he looks at other women all the time. I'm just not surprised, Maria. I think he has you under his spell a little bit. And I think you need to, yourself first a little bit, have some more respect for yourself. Unfortunately, I know it's going to be difficult in the meantime. Hi, SR Kish. Good to see you. Hey, John. There's John. Happy Friday, everybody. Or Saturday, whatever the case may be. Okay, Craig says, you remember a young girl you worked with in 95, 96. Her name was Joy G. How is she doing? She was forced to leave her job and apartment now. Now she'd be about 50. Never knew what happened. I feel like she's doing okay now, Craig. I feel like she had a rough time for a little while. She may even, have lived in her car or on the street for a little bit. She feels like she was in a bad way for a little while, but I feel like I can actually see her maybe, married and maybe a kid or two and just doing a lot better than she was. I just feel like sorry, the words that are popping into my head, I have to give them to you. It's like she got her shit together, whatever that is. Some of her problems were self inflicted. I don't know if you know what I mean, but that's just what I'm hearing, that some of her problems back in the day were self inflicted. But she seems like she's kind of gotten it together and she's doing okay now. It's nice of you to think of her. Oh, and I see Melody and thank you, Craig. That was nice of you to think of your friend Joy. I don't feel like she's on the other side, so that's a good thing. And I wanted to say thank you for that. I want to show you this. Melody says, let's send love and light to Kim Copeland and her medical issues. She is out. She actually did a posting this afternoon. She should be in bed. The doctors want her kind of flat today. But she's feeling good. And I think it's due to a lot of the prayers that she's been receiving. I know she had a lot of people really pulling for her. So anyway, but she's doing well. She's probably going to have a little pain, but they really feel like she's going to be back up and running in the next week and a half or two. So go find her post from today if you follow her. Yeah. I think I answered your second question, Maria. Will he come back? And I think he may try, but I want you to consider whether you want him back. Okay. So Kim's doing very well. Thank you. And we'll continue to send our prayers and healing. I think she's very relieved. Yeah, she's doing great. Okay. Thank you, Craig, and thank you, Melody, for putting that up. And here's your actual question. Would love and appreciate angel guide feedback regarding your screenplay. Okay. It feels like, I feel like be prepared for stops and starts. It feels to me like you'll meet someone or you'll have some communication where it's like 2 steps forward and then sometimes 1 step back, or just a pause in the progress, and then it comes forward again, and then it pauses a little more. Let me see. I keep seeing kind of like I believe it's a man, maybe a man and a woman, who are going to help you with this endeavor. I don't know if they own a playhouse or something like that, and they want to pick up your work. I'm also feeling, Melody, that this is kind of like your proving ground. It feels like this is where you will kind of cut your teeth and learn the mistakes that may come up, and the do's and don'ts. And I don't think you should expect this one to make much money for you. I think it's more of a labor of love this time around, but like I said, it's your proving ground, and it's an opportunity for you to learn for the next one, because I feel like you'll get better each time around, right? I feel like there's going to be another after this. Okay. All right. Oh, good luck to you. Good luck to you. And I think your guides and angels, I was just looking at your question again. I really do think these are important lessons for you, and they're helping you heal something as you write these pieces and like every layer of the process gets to another layer of healing or of growth for you. And so that's really nice. I think they're guiding you through that. Thank you, Annie Bear. So nice. Oh, SR Kish likes my hair longer. Well, I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow, but I don't have to get the length cut off. I appreciate the feedback, SR. Now it's going to help me tomorrow when I go and get my hair cut. I just need to trim, and I need to touch up the blonde. Yes, layers of healing. Yes. Okay, good. Well, I am going to go on to the next question. Thank you very much, Melody. We wish you well. Margaret, how will my upcoming interview go? I'm iffy about the opportunity. I'm wondering if there are better opportunities ahead. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't feel very excited about it. Like, I can feel your lack of enthusiasm about it, or something. It just feels a little bit. But I want to say this too. I'm getting a little bit of a feeling that you're getting in your own way a little bit. So let me just see. I'm going to use the dowsing rods to see if this is a good opportunity for you, even if it's just a stepping stone. Okay. So Margaret, is this job an opportunity, this interview, will this be a good job for you? Well, that was a yes. But you see how, again, it bobbles a little bit. But it feels to me like you might have to do some work that you're not excited about, or that you feel like you're overqualified for. I feel like you are overqualified for it. But I feel like you'll grow into the job. I actually feel like the people there could be supportive of you, and it could be a nice stepping stone. Let me ask if you'll get the job. We're jumping the gun. Is Margaret D likely to get this job? That's a yes. It took a second. You might be among a few candidates. Yeah. It sort of feels kind of neutral. Like, again, it's not something that you would love to do, but it's a good opportunity to get into something else, perhaps, or to grow with the company. I got your question, Dolly. Let me make sure I didn't miss any questions really quickly. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. And again, our prayers for you. You know what? Take some time to be a little sad, but then take some time for yourself. Okay. I think I got everybody. I may have missed a few. Okay. Viviani. Everybody check out Viviani's channel. She has a great channel. She does some work with John Binney, the Scotsman. Very good. Okay. Okay. Viviani, message from the guides and angels, please. Tell me why I'm seeing this, Viviani. I'm seeing one of your guides, kind of like lifting your chin, like a chin up kind of thing. Like maybe you've been down, or maybe things have been really stressful or something. But I feel like they're saying, the feeling that I'm getting is chin up, keep being persistent here. Keep pushing forward, because it's going to pay off and you're going to see the rewards. It's I'm sensing like a little bit of like sadness or just being in your feelings a lot, Viviani. And it just feels like they're just right there by your side. They're just holding your hand. They're, kind of brushing your cheek. They're there giving you comfort, whether you feel it or not. Yeah. Feel better. Feel better, Viviani. I don't know what this is. A little sadness and stress. Okay. Yeah. Let's all send Viviani our prayers too for the sadness and stress. It's hard. It's a hard time right now. The world is a difficult place. It is. Craig says, Viviani, I'll pray you are spared any stress and pressure. Yes. Absolutely. Thank you. All right. Be well, Viviani. You're in our thoughts. Okay. Lucy. Okay, you were talking about the Venus insufficiency. I can tell you that I told John this. I said as soon as I, saw the news, I've thought, and actually for a little while I've thought congestive heart failure. And then when I saw Linda G say that, because she's a nurse, on her channel the other day, I was like, yes, this is right. I feel like he's definitely got some heart conditions, some heart trouble, not simply, see, the venous or whatever it's called, chronic venous insufficiency. It is a chronic condition and it only gets worse with age. And I don't think that they say that it's, it's not life threatening, but I think it can be, because I think it can come along with some other conditions, cardiac conditions, vascular conditions. So I think it is something that he needs to be careful of. Okay. I know that wasn't really a question. Chanley, you're saying what? Trump they came out yesterday and said he's been shown with really swollen ankles and bruises on his hands with makeup, like very obvious makeup to cover it up. And his press secretary came out and said it was something called venous insufficiency. Look it up. All right, will the EPS files come out this week? Oh, I have to go to the dowsing rods on this because yes. Oh, and I want to say one other thing. For Trump, I have seen in my mind's eye, I've had visions of him with, and I know this could be, metaphorical, but I've seen like what I feel like is like an explosion here, which could be literal with some violence, but I think it could mean, I believe it could mean that he may have a stroke. Okay. So there you go. All right. So Annie Bear, thank you. I'm going to use my dowsing rods for this question. Will the Epstein files come? I don't think my channel is big enough to get dinged. Maybe one day. Will the Epstein files come out this week? I heard a no just now. Oh, look, dowsing rods are confirming. Yeah. Will they come out before the end of the month? Will they come out before the end of the month? Do you see this? Look, just barely tipping the tips crossing. Sorry, I'm tired. I think parts will come out, but I think this drumbeat is just going to keep getting louder, because I did hear today that the Epstein files, that AG Bondi is going to ask for, Kim Copeland's texting me. I think that they said today that Bondi is going to ask for the grand jury testimony to come out. But I read that the grand jury testimony is really not what people are looking for. It's kind of a smoke screen. It's like, oh yeah, look, yeah, we just put some information out. And so I get the feeling that the drum beat's going to keep getting louder about this, right? Okay. What is this, Chanley? Eternal Moonlight going live tonight. We'll do sound healing. Oh, that sounds nice. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's my answer. I feel like it could come out in part by the end of the month. I'm curious whether even we'll ever get all of it. But I think we're going to get enough to raise doubts in those supporters of 45/7. And from there, I feel like it's kind of the beginning of the downfall of his support. Just chipping away more. Okay. Okay, Trisha L. We live in interesting times, don't we? Oh, Chanley, that's your YouTube channel. Okay. Say it again. Give us the link. Sound healing sounds wonderful. If anybody needs some healing. Okay. Ethereal Moonlight. Oh, wait. Okay, Ethereal Moonlight. Chanley's on here twice. Okay. All right. What do my guides want me to know right now to stay aligned and not lose myself through all this chaos? Thank you for your time and energy. Trisha, they're showing me like an anchor. It's the image I'm getting in my mind. And what it means is I just feel like that says keep your feet on the ground, stay grounded, and just hold your space. Hold your space. Don't allow. I feel like this is a message of like, let's not allow our minds to carry us away in what ifs and those kind of things. But in the same breath, I want to say we can all send our, manifest our wishes for healing and for love and for faith in mankind to really kind of step up and do the right thing. Okay. And so that's what I've got to say. And thank you for joining me. I don't know if I've seen you here before, Trisha L. I just want to say, really important for all of us to stay out of the fear. I need to put on my glasses because I can't see. These are John's glasses actually, but I left mine at work. We need to stay out of the fear. We need to stay out of that fear mindset and the what ifs and the worries and the things and right. Worry about you right now and focus on where you are. If I'm sitting on my couch, watching TV, whatever it is you're doing, and you're safe right in this moment, hold on to that moment. Hold on to that moment. Don't let us, of course we can be fearful for others, but don't let others, the worry for others and for things that are going on around us pull us down. Okay. Thank you, Trisha. Thanks for joining. And Polly, good to see you. I got your message, Lucy. Okay. Ethereal Moonlight, let us know when your sound, is it going to be live? Sound healing? Let us know. Okay, Polly, I'm going to pull 3 cards for you. Polly. All right, Polly. Polly, do you need rest? They're showing me like taking a nap or, really kind of taking care of yourself. Well, thank you, Trisha L. Let's all welcome her. You guys probably already have. I'm gonna pull 3 cards and see what I get. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Oh dear. Okay. So these are interesting cards. This is, this is the card. The Queen of Swords is a little bit too much logic and not enough sitting in your heart space, not enough intuition, right? Trying to really kind of sort things out, strategizing. And it brings worry with the moon. It brings worry and concern and anxiety. And here is the 3 of Swords. It just really feels like, you've been, this is the card of betrayal. It's a card of, heartbreak. But it feels to me like it's time for you to, kind of get out of your monkey mind and into your heart a little bit more. And, you've got a lot of swords here, which is all about too much thought. And this card is all about too much thought. The moon is in your head. So let's get out of our head and really kind of find some trust within. I hope this resonates with you. I don't know what this message means specifically, but I do think I did see that image of kind of just lying down and resting, meditating, going within. Very important for you. And thank you, Polly. Thank you, Lucy. She's saying, please hit that like button. And if you're new here, thank you so much for being here. I'll just give a little quick advertisement. My name's Kelly Scarborough, and I do psychic and mediumship readings. I also am a healer. So if anybody's interested, I wanted to say I did get my website. I think it's mostly up and running. You can test it out. If anybody's interested in a reading, please feel free to go there. My website is kellyhealing.com. I think I'm going to be changing the name soon. I created this a couple years ago. I'm going to pop it in here. But thank you so much if you're interested. Okay. Dora, I see your message as well. Thank you. Polly says, yes, resting on the couch now, long week. Yes, need to be present, not worry all the time. Thank you, Polly. Okay. So many of us need that right now too. Okay. Annie Bear asks, will Ghislaine Maxwell expose them all? I feel, and tell me what your feelings are. Oh, thank you, Margaret. I feel that Ghislaine is only one part of the story. I think in the end, we're not going to hear from Ghislaine because I think they're going to get to her. Although there may be some bits and pieces that come out, but I think she's safer behind bars, to be perfectly honest, because she'll get Epsteined, if you know what I mean. If she's out. She knows too much. But I think it could go a few ways. So that's the energy I feel right now. Earlier in the week, I felt, oh my gosh, she's going to come out. But then I started feeling like, oh, they're going to get to her and she's going to clam up, and I don't know. So, oh, thank you, just visiting. I appreciate that. And Margaret, both of you. I've had readings with both of you. Thank you. Can we ask the dowsing rods? Because it never hurts, right? Annie Bear, I think Epstein is dead. I think he and the Barr clan, I think Barr and those folks took him out. Will Ghislaine expose them all? Do you see what it does? It's like sort of, kind of, a little bit. I feel like it's going to be a drip campaign from a bunch of different people. I think Musk is probably going to spill some things if he knows anything, or, but it's a yes. So I think she's gonna say some things. Will Ghislaine Maxwell be safe in prison? That's a no. That's a no. Oh my gosh. Will she be safe if she gets out? That's kind of a no, too. I mean, I don't think she's safe anywhere. She needs to watch her back. That's all I can say. I don't really think she's safe anywhere. Yes. Yes, there's Viviani's channel. Everybody take a look at her channel too. If anybody else has a channel, please go ahead and pop it up. Craig says, I had a reading with Kelly also. Aw, thank you. Janet DC, Musk has been quiet, not poking the bear lately for some. No, I saw something from Musk yesterday or the day before that he makes these little quips, but he doesn't give enough, he doesn't spill enough tea for anything, but it's enough to raise eyebrows. Okay, Craig asks, did F47 get Stephen Colbert's show to end? I think indirectly. So if you hadn't heard, Stephen Colbert's show was canceled. So it will play. It'll go through next year. I think next May. He apparently was critical of CBS, the station he's on, who was being sued by Donald Trump. CBS folded and paid him off and paid him what he was demanding to end the lawsuit. And, I think everybody believed that they didn't have a good case, but they did it anyway. And so he was critical of CBS. And then a couple days later, they announced that they were canceling his show, even though he's the highest ratings of the big three late night talk show hosts. So I think the answer is indirectly. I don't think Trump called and pulled any strings specifically about that, but I think that some of the executives at that station were being like everybody else. They had compromise, or he had compromise on them, or threatened to do, some damage. Janet says, yeah, Jimmy Kimmel will be next. It depends on his station. What is he on, ABC? Anyway, it's just it's terrible. It's hard to know who to trust, who to listen to anymore. But I think he'll land on his feet. Stephen Colbert. Okay. Just visiting. I have about 4 possible titles written down for my spiritual podcast. Will one of them be the best one to use? Okay, I don't know if you have them written down, but I'm seeing the number 3. I feel like it's the third one of the 4. Does that make sense, just visiting? Tell us what it is. We want to see. We all want to listen, watch. That would be very cool. You've just reduced it to 2 titles during this show. Oh, now, okay. Well, which one was number 3? Janet says, they're just greedy and don't want their cash flow affected. That's exactly what it is. I think that they threaten to really kind of hit their ratings or something like that. And Tasha says, how about cool beans? There's a suggestion. The mystical spirit of truth. Well, I like the word mystic, obviously. I like that. What are your other options? Maybe we can have some people chime in here. Okay. Thank you, just visiting. We're excited for you. Okay, Chanley says, may I have a guide's message? Felt fairies around me. Look at that picture of a kitty looking out the window. So cute. Okay. A message from the guides. Well, your guides have a very kind of light feeling, like a light-hearted feeling, which I mean, I imagine that's how the fairies are. I don't particularly see fairies myself. I'm not saying that they don't um, exist, but that's kind of the feeling that I get from them, that they're almost like a little um, impish, or they'll do silly things and kind of, they just feel kind of lighthearted is the feeling. So, I mean, I feel like this is the message for us too. Like, let's not take things so seriously and love life and enjoy life. They want you to sort of lift your energy up and just be a little more, approach life with a little more lightheartedly. Okay, and I don't know if there's something you've been doing lately, like to really kind of change up your routine or enhance your spirituality, but it feels like they like that and do more of it, is what they're kind of saying. Interesting. Okay, Tasha, I got your question. Thank you. Just visiting also, the other option was the mystical soul. I kind of like the mystical soul, but I like both. I think the shorter one's better. I wish my name were shorter. That's why, you know, it's where I'm coming from. I like it. I like them both. Annie Bear asked about Stephen Bear as Colbert as well, and I think it will end, but I think he's going to wind up with some other show or podcast or something that feels a little more casual. It feels a little more, maybe even, I don't know if it's live or daytime or what, but like sitting on the couch. It could be like sitting on the couch and talking, or podcast behind a microphone, something like that. I think he's going to be just fine. He's going to become a big voice too, reveal some things, I believe. You said you think HBO Max will pick it up. It could be, or Apple. Yeah, it does feel like it's not one of your traditional TV channels. And I feel like that's okay. I think that those things are going away as a mainstream way that people get their news and their information, their entertainment. Okay. SR Kish. How is romance for me? Any vibe from P? I feel that P thinks about you a little bit. I do. But I also think he's sort of not, you're like in the back of his mind, but maybe not. I don't feel like he's maybe reaching out. But, the thought's there. Hi, Amanda. I'm wiped out too. You work with children. I understand your pain. Yeah. Okay. Tasha says, I would love to see him on a podcast. Vibe. I want to step away from him though. And I still feel like there's some other person coming your way who he feels like he's older certainly than P. Like maybe Salt and Pepper or graying. And he feels a little more, to me, he feels a little taller and just more mature. I feel like there might be something there. This is just what I'm getting in my mind's eye. For entertainment purposes only. You never know. But this is who I see for you. And it could be somebody that you meet through work or through, kind of one or two off connections. So Oh, happy birthday to Mr. Annie Bear. Yes, so nice. Very, very nice. Happy birthday. What does that make him, a Leo? No, we're still in Cancer, right? And guys, we just started our Mercury retrograde, so back up your files and watch your technology and your miscommunications, right? Okay. Thank you, SR. I do feel like it's coming. Just hang in there. Hang in there, girly. Okay. Will I be moving to a new place within 6 months? Let us ask the dowsing rods, shall we? Okay. Will Dolly be moving within 6 months? That looks like a no. All right, sorry, my nose is itching. Will Dolly be moving within 1 year? That was a yes. There was a yes. Okay. I feel like it's going to be a little sooner than a year, though. So maybe like 9 months or something like that. Okay. It's like an opportunity. I'm hearing like there may be some opportunity that comes along that's at that time that you'll know when it comes. Janet says yesterday all the computers in your HQ stopped connecting to the internet. Mercury retrograde? Could be. Yeah, I had some weird stuff happen with my computer. Dolly, I feel like you're going to know it when you see it. Okay? Good luck to you. Message from my angels and guides, Ellen. Okay. Message from your angels and guides. And it's interesting. I'm getting another message about putting your feet, like your bare feet, into the ground, into the soil or the grass, right? Get into nature. Like it's really, really good for you. You're also being advised to kind of get away from, like, you need to get away from like the crowds and the people, or like be by yourself with your thoughts. Spend some time, like I said, in nature, in a time of like really kind of sit and contemplate and hear. I feel like I almost see like for you, like the earth elements and I don't know, elementals or whatever it is. Like I said, I don't really see those things for myself, but for you, I feel like they're very important, and they guide you. You get messages from them. So really, really nice energy for you. Like, but you need some. It's almost like you need to sort of step off the rat race for a little bit, Eleanor. Okay, so take care of yourself. Thank you. And Lucy is next. A spirit message. Thank you so much. When I saw that TYSM, I don't know if John's still with us, but he interviewed a younger person today who kept using this one term with him that means I have to find it. Really funny. Let me see if I can find it. It was TLDR. Does anybody know what that means? If you're younger than me. Oh, there's Kim. Hi, Kim. Everybody, we're all sending blessings to you. We talked about you a little earlier. Thank you, Kim. We're so glad that you're out of surgery and feeling better, on the mend. Okay. All right, Lucy. I'm sorry. I got distracted by that other message, but I'll come back to it. Oh, yeah, you're doing really well. Good. Yeah, on the mend. Just a bump in the road. All right, Lucy Lekich. I feel like there's a man here. Do you have a father figure on the other side? Somebody who's really just like kind of bringing comfort to you, because it feels to me like you need it right now. That things have been, you've been things have been a little harder than usual, or I don't know if your feelings are really kind of tweaked lately by all the things that are going on. But I also feel like there's some things that are just, you know, a number of things that maybe are up in the air with you right now that's keeping you off balance, Lucy. But I feel like I feel a male figure, somebody in your life, your father or a grandfather. Yes, he says yes. Um, who is like just kind of your companion by your side. And he feels like I see him kind of over you to your, I don't know, left. If I'm looking straight at you, like really kind of almost like letting you lay your head on his shoulder, kind of feeling. So he's really trying to just let you know that they're there helping you and guiding you through, sometimes where you've got, I just feel like what you've got what's going on for you right now is like crossroads time or something, like lots of decisions to make, and just feels off balance in my energy. Whoa, tingles on your left all the time. Yeah. So if you were close with your dad, or you know, even if you weren't, but I feel like he's really very, very present for you now. Nice. Very good. So lean into that energy, right? Really tune into his energy. You are very close. He feels very kind. I'm getting a chill too. Hey, Dora Romero. I love that picture. You see Dora's put a picture up here of herself. Isn't she pretty? So beautiful. Blessings to you, Lucy. Okay. A message from my guides. Okay. Um, so often when I read for you, Dora, I just see you doing for everybody. I've probably said this a million times, and I'm so sorry, but this is just what I get from your guides, that they're like really, really want you to now, like it's your time or something like that. Now it's your time, and you forget. They're saying you forget that it's time for you to be your own advocate. You've taken care of everybody else. You're always that one who's right there, uh, helping the kids and the grandkids and the cooking and cleaning and solving the problems and doing. But they want you to really kind of turn your energy inward and find your inner joy. What sparks your energy now? Like it's like they're almost giving me like an impatience feeling, like you have spent so much time sending your energy out. Now it's time to really kind of fill your own bucket, whatever that may be. And I don't know, I'm one of those people too who I get joy from doing for others too. But I forget, oh yes, I do want to, take that cooking class, or learn to paint, or just take more long walks, or things that make me feel good about myself. It's like they really think it's time for you to step up your energy on yourself, Dora Romero. Okay, so I hope that's helpful for you, Dora. Um, I think so many women can understand that sentiment as well. So blessings. Okay, Craig. Oh, this is more about the Colbert business. Paramount Studios is part of CBS. To let the FCC agree to the merger, CBS needed the favor from F47. Yes, that's right. I heard something about that, but I don't really know anything about it. They were looking out for their own merger. I think you're right. Yeah. But I think Colbert's going to have the last laugh here. Tasha, I have a virtual interview in Pierre, South Dakota. Will I get a job offered soon? And Pierre, I have not been working. I have not worked in a long time. Will I get in a relationship with Dustin? Oh, lots of questions. Okay, let's take them one at a time. Will I get a job offer? I'm hearing yes right off the bat. I think you will get a job offer. I feel like you're going to have to think about it. Kind of like, is it away from where you live right now? Because it feels like it's a decision that might be hard for you deciding whether you want to move or, uproot your life where you are right now. I feel like you might know one or two people or some people around there. And yeah, so think about, I feel like you're going to really just have to weigh a lot of things in your life, whether you want to take the position, but I think you might get it. I really do. I think if you did move there, I think it would be a transition for you, like adjustments, making new friends or establishing, your life there. I'm assuming it feels smaller or something, like a small town or something. Just real quick, relationship with Dustin. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of on the edge of possibility, but not really. I don't really feel that one happening. I'm sorry to say. Tasha, let us know. You never know what could happen. Right now, it doesn't feel like it's on its way to happening. Nancy G. Another relationship question. Will I be in a romantic relationship soon? Okay, Nancy G. And they're giving me the feeling that there's some work that you need to do, like on yourself first. Like really kind of believe in yourself, love yourself a little bit more. I don't mean, go lose 20 pounds. I mean, like accept yourself for who you are so that you can attract the one who would be most suitable for you. And it feels to me like I do feel like there could be a relationship a little ways out. It maybe, I don't know, fall or even early next year. I know that seems like a long ways, but really not. It's just kind of like there's something about self-confidence and belief in yourself before this person might come into your life. But the person that I see coming into your life feels really sweet, and he feels like he might be I don't know, this feels like he could be widowed or divorced or something like that. Like this will be the second go around. And I don't know what your situation is, Nancy, but it just feels to me like he's a little older. He's very kind. He's established, and he'll be like really, really nice companion for you. Okay. Tasha, yes, a couple hours away, really small town. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. And Nancy, good luck to you. I mean, everybody loves love, right? We all want to be in a good relationship, but believe in yourself. Just feel that confidence and and knowing that, you're worthy of it. Okay. Amanda, this is my last question here. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, guys. And then I'm going to go see if my husband will take me out for dinner because I haven't cooked anything. What's the update on TL and I? Oh, I see. That's one more question. I'll take that one too. Oh, before I go on to Amanda's question too, I was talking about TLDR. Nobody knows what that is. John was telling me that this person in his interview used that so many times and he didn't know what he was talking about. He would just say TLDR, but blah, 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 blah. TLDR, but blah, blah, blah. And he asked somebody else what it means. Does anybody know? It means too long didn't read. Too long didn't read. Isn't that weird? So it's basically, it's kind of like a way of saying it's a long story, so I'm not going to tell you. But isn't that weird? Anyway, okay. Now you know. All right. Thank you, Annie Bear. Okay, Amanda. Love a general reading around my guides and angels working with me daily. And yes, I work around children, which is a joy, but I'm cleaning the kitchen. I'm the cleaning and kitchen person, always moving. Yeah. Well, is there something about music for you? I don't know why, Amanda, but they're showing me like put in your AirPods and step into listen to music or things that bring joy to you. It almost feels like the times that you're working solo are like really restorative to you, and to use that time well. I feel like you need a balance, Amanda, between people time and alone time. So they're saying find that balance. I think this is a good job for you. I think it's good because it's like it gives you that opportunity to really just tune out and do your own thing and do. Yeah, it says I can listen at times. Yeah, solo time is restorative. So it just feels to me like they're kind of bolstering you a little bit. Like this is a good choice for you. Yeah. Annie Bear says, start the car, John. That's so funny. So that's really nice. I think they like the direction you're going. They're asking too. They just want you to spend a little more time, tuning in to that, to their vibration with the messages that they bring. Because I feel like they drop little hints and little breadcrumbs for you along the way. But if you would take more time and just keep listening, right? Get that time alone. Okay, that's really nice. Okay, really nice. I like it. I got Dorella, and then Janet, your brother has a question tomorrow. Okay, let's ask about Dorella really quickly. The update on TL and I. So I'm guessing this is a person in your life. I'm just feeling flat, like it's kind of like radio silence. Oh, you found a sparkly heart. I'm going to show you something here in a sec. Okay. I just found this too, Amanda. Are you kidding me? Sparkly heart. With TL Dorella, I just don't know. I just sort of feel like he's got like other distractions and things. Not really much. I don't know if this is the one. I don't know. I'm just not picking much up, Dorella. Does anybody else have any messages for Dorella on that? Because I'm not really getting much on this relationship. I feel like it's kind of, I feel like he's kind of not really in it. Yeah. Craig, I think did we get this? Sorry, did we get this in Bryce Canyon? Perhaps. Okay, Just Visiting says, I get hiatus. Yeah. I just don't think it's the right time to have a relationship with this person. Yeah. All right, Janet says, my brother is not great with technology and needs me to help him. Are you talking about help him learn how to get onto a YouTube channel? And who's doing a live tomorrow? You know who does a lot of lives later on Saturday is Scott Sun. What is it? Scorpio Sun Tarot. He does those. Okay. So maybe, I don't know. I don't have anything on my calendar. But okay. Well, listen, I just want to say good night to everybody. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. Kim, if you're still here, keep healing, keep healing. We're going to keep sending our prayers. And everybody have a wonderful weekend. I hope the weather is beautiful where you are. Get outside. Oh, yeah, Sun Psychic Jean sometimes has lives, checkers. Yep. Get outside. Enjoy the weekend if you can. And enjoy the summer sun. And everybody take care. I hope that I see you on Sunday night for my weekly tarot scopes. It's crazy times. This is a wild, wild month. Really, it's a wild life year we're having. But I'll see you on Sunday night, and hope to see you all there. And check out my website if you're interested in a reading. I'm going to add some short readings as well to my channel, to my website, so that you can actually choose a non-live, just one question for a minimal cost. So, all right, everyone. Thank you so much for visiting, and be well, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.